Manchester City's summer transfer plans are already beginning to take shape, and one of the first pieces in Pep Guardiola's evolving puzzle may be a rising Brazilian star. Wesley França, Flamengo's highly rated right-back, has reportedly given the green light to join the reigning Premier League champions, setting the stage for a major transatlantic move. At just 21 years old, Wesley has rapidly emerged as one of Brazil's most exciting young defenders. A product of Flamengo's famed academy, he broke into the senior side in 2024 and wasted no time making an impression. Blending power, pace, and technique, his performances have earned him national recognition, 2 senior international caps, and a place in the Brasileirão Team of the Year. Now, the next chapter in his career is poised to unfold, not in Rio de Janeiro, but in Manchester. According to reports from Brazil and Europe, including Goal and Nogomania, negotiations between Manchester City and Flamengo are progressing steadily. Wesley is understood to have already signalled his approval for the transfer, with personal terms no longer viewed as a barrier. Flamengo, however, are standing firm on their valuation, having already turned down a €15 million bid from Aston Villa. The Brazilian giants reportedly want at least €30, 35 million, and with more European suitors circling, they are in no rush to sell. City's interest in Wesley is part of a broader rebuild, one aimed at refreshing a squad that has shown signs of fatigue after years of success under Guardiola. While Kyle Walker continues to provide experience and leadership, the need for a more dynamic, long-term solution at right-back is clear. João Cancelo's exit has left a tactical void that hasn't been fully filled, and Wesley's profile fits exactly what City are looking for: explosive athleticism, positional versatility, and a fearless approach in both attack and defense. Wesley thrives in one-on-one duels, possesses elite acceleration, and has shown real composure when building out from the back, qualities Guardiola demands from his fullbacks. But beyond his technical skill set, there's something else that stands out: mentality. Scouts have praised his aggression, maturity, and readiness to step up on big occasions. For a City team that wants to remain dominant both domestically and in Europe, adding that kind of edge could prove invaluable. City aren't alone in their admiration. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Barcelona have all been tracking Wesley over the past 12 months. Flamengo's talent pool is always under close European surveillance, but Wesley's rapid development has fast-tracked his trajectory from local gem to global prospect. However, sources suggest that Manchester City have taken the lead in negotiations, thanks in part to Wesley's preference for working under Guardiola and the lure of joining a side where development and trophies go hand in hand. That interest is adding urgency to talks. With Wesley's stock rising and Flamengo set to participate in the FIFA Club World Cup later this year, the Brazilian club is aware that his value could rise further. For City, acting now could be a strategic masterstroke, landing a top-tier fullback before his price becomes prohibitive. While Flamengo remain reluctant to lose a key player ahead of a packed fixture calendar, the club's model has long been based on developing talent and capitalizing at the right moment. Their rejection of Aston Villa's initial bid shows their belief in Wesley's value and their intention not to be rushed. Still, the player's desire to move, combined with City's financial muscle, may tip the balance. According to multiple outlets, a deal could be finalized shortly after the Club World Cup, with the fee likely to include performance-based add-ons and a potential sell-on clause. Flamengo will want to ensure any deal not only compensates them well, but also preserves their relationship with City, one of the most powerful clubs in global football. If the move goes through, Wesley would become City's first summer signing, an early signal of the club's intent to stay ahead of the curve. The arrival of a young, hungry fullback fits Guardiola's track record of investing in defenders who are tactically flexible and technically gifted. For Wesley, it would be a leap into the elite, swapping the Maracano for the Etihad, the heat of the Brasileirão for the chaos and pace of the Premier League. But all signs suggest he's ready. And City, still chasing perfection, may have just found the next piece of their ever-evolving empire. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most iconic footballers of all time, has quietly moved closer to the final chapter of his legendary career. After decades at the very top of world football, the Portuguese forward has made it known that retirement is now in sight. While he hasn't circled a definitive date on the calendar, his recent statements and the way he has framed his future suggest that the countdown has begun. At 39 years old and currently playing for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo has acknowledged that his body and mind are beginning to align toward the end of his journey. He remains fully committed to finishing strong, both for his club and his country, but the reality is becoming increasingly clear. His time on the pitch is winding down. Even as Ronaldo considers how and when to say goodbye, the football world is still not ready to let go. Brazilian clubs, aware of the spectacle and significance his presence could bring, are making a bold attempt to lure him for one final moment in the global spotlight. With the expanded FIFA Club World Cup approaching in 2025, several top Brazilian sides, including Palmeiras, have expressed interest in bringing Ronaldo to South America for the tournament. For them, it's not just about his legacy, it's about creating a historic event, one that could draw the eyes of the world and generate unparalleled excitement. The idea is as audacious as it is intriguing. Even at this late stage of his career, Ronaldo remains a massive draw. His name alone fills stadiums, drives global media attention, and adds an elite competitive edge to any team he joins. Brazilian football fans, rich in passion and deep-rooted tradition, would embrace the chance to see him wear the shirt of one of their own clubs, if only for a few unforgettable matches. The potential for a dramatic showdown between Ronaldo and other international legends on the Club World Cup stage, including possibly Lionel Messi, has created an atmosphere of intense anticipation. Behind the scenes, discussions are taking place. Palmeiras and other Brazilian clubs are reportedly exploring every possible avenue, loan arrangements, short-term contracts, and sponsorship-backed deals to make the move viable. They know the logistical and financial hurdles are enormous. Ronaldo's wage demands are among the highest in world sport, and any transfer would require significant financial backing. But the allure of seeing him grace one of football's most historic stages one final time may be worth the gamble. The expanded Club World Cup format promises greater visibility, higher stakes, and a rare chance for South American clubs to test themselves against the giants of Europe and beyond in a fresh, modernized setting. Adding to the intrigue is FIFA's evolving stance on player eligibility for the tournament. Under the new format and registration guidelines, players may be eligible to feature even if they've recently moved clubs or are between contracts. Should Ronaldo's deal with Al Nassr come to a natural end in mid-2025, as currently expected, it opens the door for him to join a Club World Cup qualified team as a free agent. This loophole could allow a short but spectacular cameo in Brazil, satisfying the club's ambitions and giving Ronaldo a farewell under the brightest possible lights. Still, Ronaldo's focus remains locked on the present. He has expressed contentment with life in Saudi Arabia, both professionally and personally. His dedication to Al Nassr is unwavering, and he continues to play with intensity, chasing trophies and records even as time catches up with him. Retirement, when it comes, will be on his own terms. His decision will be planned, private and purposeful, exactly how he has managed much of his career. The idea of him finishing on a high note at a global event like the Club World Cup in a football-obsessed nation like Brazil may seem like a fantasy, but in football, timing and opportunity often align in unpredictable ways. The world has watched Ronaldo evolve from a fearless teenager in Lisbon to a global icon in Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and Riyadh. Perhaps, just perhaps, there's one more unexpected stop left on that journey, one final explosion of brilliance, one last roar from a player who defined an era. For now, the future remains unwritten, but Brazilian clubs are knocking and the stage is nearly set. Whether Ronaldo answers that call or not, the mere possibility is enough to stir the imagination of fans around the globe, because with Cristiano Ronaldo, you never truly know when the final moment will come, only that when it does, the world will be watching.